that was fighting for gay rights, and people were killed.
Nobody was killed at Stonewall.
Nobody was killed.
One of the first videos that I ever did in my channel was the Rupauls Drag Race Best Fun Facts. But given that it was over 2 years ago and I was new with this whole YouTube thing, it didn't have the best audio quality, narration style, or editing. So since I vastly improved all of these skills, I wanted to make a remake of it but as a much higher quality version, while also taking the opportunity to expand it. But before we start, think about the very first fun fact that comes to your mind when it comes to Drag Race, and leave it in a comment below, because who knows, maybe I'll make a part 2. Also, please make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, as we're almost at 100,000. Follow me on Twitter at GreenGayYT, and follow my brand new Instagram and TikTok at It's Green Gay. Now, let's begin. Season 1. The first queen to walk into the workroom was Chanel, who had previously been in a relationship with the 100th queen to walk into the workroom, Derek Barry. Victoria Porkchop Parker, the very first queen to be eliminated from the franchise, was a former Miss Continental Plus, being very known in the drag pageant industry. So, after she lost episode 1, she thought that her career was over. But it was quite the opposite. There is a ladder that is visible in some shots of season 1. The infamous season 1 filter that left everyone looking super blurry is commonly joked to be Vaseline that production put on the cameras. But it was actually a type of plastic called Pro Mist that you put over the lens of the camera, giving it that blurry look. This was commonly used in Hollywood during the 1980s to make it look like the actress's skin was glowing. Season 2. Shangela invented the mirror message, spontaneously writing on it after she got kicked off the show. Yet producers liked the idea so much that they would make it a part of the show's format moving forward. Pandora Boxx is one of the only queens to appear on 3 different seasons and not win a single challenge. Tyra Sanchez, aka James Ross, was the first queen whose runway package had custom-made outfits. Morgan McMichaels and Mayhem Miller had very similar runs on the show. They both won the first challenge, were team captains once, won a lip sync, got eliminated on episode 5, and both of their initials are MM. Season 3. On the premiere episode, Shangela had to lip sync against Venus Delight. What we didn't see is that after Shangela shablammed into the stage, she got a bunch of pieces of glass shards stuck to her back. Once the lip sync concluded, a producer had to then pull the pieces out of her. Mimi on First and India Farah lip synced against each other. However, the first time that Mimi picked up India, it was not caught on camera. So production had to ask the queens to recreate the moment where Mimi picks up India, and this time it was caught from multiple angles. Manila Luzon is the first queen to win at least one challenge on 3 different seasons. She's also the first queen to lip sync on 4 different seasons for season 3, All Stars 1, All Stars 4, and All Stars 6. Raja had been contacted by producers to audition for the show. However, she isn't the only queen to be scouted by production. For example, Eva Destruction from Dragula season 3 was also scouted by World of Wonder and asked to audition for season 9 and 10, but she was never cast. Alexis Mateo's military ex-boyfriend that left the military jacket she wears on the runway never existed. Mariah Paris Balenciaga's lipstick message was edited out of the final cut of the episode. Originally, after her elimination, Mariah wrote, "Congratulations, Raja, signed Mug for Days," a reference to one of the judges' critiques for Raja where they told her that she had a mug for days. Production would then scrub out the "Congratulations, Raja" part so that all that was visible was Mug for Days. That would go on to be Mariah's tagline moving forward, as all that was left behind was that in a blurry area of smudged lipstick. Raja and Manila Luzon had the exact same track record, with the same amount of wins, highs, safe, and bottom placements. Perez Hilton leaked that Raja was the winner of season 3 a whole month before it even began airing. This would then cause a shift in the finales, with them now being filmed live, and all finalists being crowned for alternate endings. Season 4. Sharon Needles was allowed to redo her entrance look after her hat fell off the first time she walked in. This is why we see the queens laughing when she walks into the workroom. Willem then complained to production because she wanted to also redo her entrance, but they wouldn't let her. When the queens ran at the table to get items for the design challenge, Kenya Michaels cut her leg after glass items fell off the table when the girls ran at it. Jiggly Caliente is one of the first queens to speak during her exit from the show. Producers wanted Willem's husband to attend the season 4 reunion, but Willem's husband refused to go along with the story the production had made up surrounding Willem's disqualification. On the last day of filming, Willem and producer Stephen Corfey allegedly hooked up in a bathroom and got pulled out by security. All Stars 1. After the runway, Mimi on First walked off the set for over an hour. This was before the bottom 2 had even been announced. The original fan vote for All Stars 1 had Sharon Needles as the #1 queen, but Sharon didn't want want to do it since she would end up winning season 4. Raven and Jujubee got super drunk while filming on Tuck. This is probably why they break down crying during the lip sync. Season 5. Producers pulled Detox aside and asked her to help Jinx with her makeup, but Detox refused to do so. Kokomon Trees was cast on season 4, but was shortlisted due to Alyssa Edwards not being able to film. They were later cast on season 5 together. Producers told Lanisha Sparks she had 10 minutes to change her snatch game from Michelle Obama to Celia Cruz. Also, can we get Lanisha back for All-Stars? Jinx Monsoon is one of the only queens to either win or place high for 8 episodes in a row. RuPaul's favorite all-time lip sync is Alyssa Edwards versus Roxy Andrews to Whip My Hair by Willow. The Detox versus Jinx Monsoon lip sync song was originally supposed to be Free Your Mind by En Vogue. Free Your Mind would end up being used for the Serena Chacha versus Jiggly Caliente lip sync on All-Star 6. Season 6. Most of Laganja's breakdown was edited out. Apparently, it escalated a lot more than what was shown, with allegedly shoes being thrown. Courtney Act and Adore Delano were shortlisted for season 5, but would later be cast on season 6. Darian Lake gave Jocelyn Fox the reverse cowgirl joke that she used during the reading challenge. After Trinity K. Bonet's elimination, producers took the darker foundations from the workroom, putting Jocelyn Fox at a disadvantage with her makeover partner. Ben de la Creme's couple was the only one actually getting married. The rest were just renewing their vows. Also, apparently Jocelyn Fox's couple had an interesting story. The guy allegedly cheated on his girl, and she made him do the show as punishment. While some think this is a Drag Race urban legend, it's still pretty iconic. Each queen in the top 4 was filmed getting eliminated. Yes, this means that there's actual footage out there of Bianca Del Rio sashaying away. Jocelyn Fox brought up the idea of proposing to her fiance to the producers of the show, but she ended up telling her fiance about it. The producers then reached out to Jocelyn to tell her that the answer was no, but it turns out that her fiance was secretly working with the producers to surprise Jocelyn at the finale. Season 7. Ginger Minj was not allowed to do her original entrance line. She wanted to say, "Come on season 7, let's get this over with," but producers told her that it would be too much. She would later use it for All-Stars 2. Jasmine Masters fixed all the broken sewing machines on episode 1 because they were all broken. Ginger Minj was just 29 years old during season 7, but was still considered part of the bitter old lady brigade. During confessionals, producers insisted to Tempest du Jour to say, "I'm not going home first," but she would end up going home first. Sasha Bell, aka Frisbee Jenkins, was not allowed to wear her original Jet Set Eleganza look because producers told her that it was too busy for the cameras. Katya lip-synced a total of 6 times on Drag Race, but only won 1 against Sasha Bell. Most of the queens thought that Violet Chachki was going to be considered the worst villain since Fifi O'Hara. Apparently, she got a nice edit from what actually went down during filming. Trixie won a phone call home and gave it to Ginger Minj, but it was never shown. While in Untucked, Mrs. Kasha Davis got a video message from her husband, but it didn't make the final cut. While Max was readjusting her corset, RuPaul asked her to sing a song. This was later edited to seem like Max was crazy. Season 8, Bob walks into the workroom, stands in silence, and says, "Well," but it was edited out to seem like she never said anything. Producers scolded Layla McQueen and Dax for not talking enough, but they wouldn't budge. Robbie Turner meets Debbie Harry and wins a challenge on her birthday, but it was not her birthday, just like there was no Uber driver. The Little Women LA cast leaked the top 6 queens with this Instagram post. Naomi Smalls is the first queen to win a makeover challenge twice. Each top 4 was filmed getting eliminated before the finale. Chi Chi DeVayne's footage was edited out of the top 4 music video, but after her passing, World of Wonder released the version that includes her. During the season 8 finale, RuPaul kept pronouncing Layla McQueen's name wrong. He kept calling her Leela McQueen. All-Stars 2, Alaska's ex-boyfriend leaked the entire elimination order 1 year before it even aired. This led many to speculate that Alaska would end up getting disqualified from winning the crown and breaking the rules. Tatiana either won or was eliminated on all 4 episodes she competed in. During the Got to Be Real lip sync, Alaska allegedly did a cartwheel, but it was edited out. She was also wearing flats, so it's not all that far-fetched. Katya forgot most of her words in her lip sync against Detox, but the parts she forgot were edited out to make her look better. Season 9. Alexis says that during the Season 9 roast, she had cue cards to read from during her set. Yet production would not let the queens take their cue cards on stage themselves, insisting that production would do it for them. So when Alexis went up to the podium to begin her roast, her cards had been put in the wrong order. Nina Bonina Brown should have been Black China. The top 4 episode ends with all 4 queens making it into the finale, but an alternate ending was filmed where Peppermint is eliminated and we have a top 3. Could you imagine how different Drag Race would be today had production gone with this ending? During the season 9 finale, Trinity made a pact with Peppermint. If the wheel landed on any of them, they would choose to lip sync against each other, because they knew that producers wanted Sasha and Shea to be the final two. So doing this would secure that at least one of them would get to the final. The crowd went absolutely wild for Valentina when she walked out in the season 9 finale, but the episode was edited to make it seem like all the queens got an equal number of cheers. Shea Coulee tripped several times while dancing on Sasha's rose petals, but the final cut did not show any of this. All Stars 3. During the jury episode, production had the eliminated queens sign a contract and told them that they're never going to reveal who each queen chose to make the final two. But a couple days after the All Stars 3 finale aired, World of Wonder released a video that showed who each of the eliminated queens voted for. In the Kitty Girl music video, Biba Zahara Benet does her verse in a set filled with sewing machines, despite the fact that she doesn't know how to sew. Just ask Aja. Prior to the finale, production gave the queens a $50 budget to buy stuff from Target that they could use for the final lip sync. Kennedy got a leotard and Trixie got scissors. Every lip sync this season features either Bendela Creme or Trixie Mattel, but never both at the same time. Season 10. The Vixen was asked to redo her entrance line more than 2 times. During the Snatch Game, RuPaul almost puked as she was grossed out by Eureka chugging down a bottle of ketchup. During the Vixen versus Asia lip sync, the Vixen does a somersault, but it's edited out of the final cut. Aquaria falls during her lip sync against Eureka at the finale, but it's edited out. All Stars 4. During one of the walkthroughs, Gia confronts RuPaul about some of her past controversial comments about trans women competing on the show. There was an uncomfortable conversation, and they would later film Snatch Game. Latrice Royale drops her flag several times during the talent show. Gia Gunn is the first queen to be eliminated on Snatch Game twice. Latrice Royale was the first queen to win a lip sync on 3 different seasons. Season 11. Brooklyn Heights was going to do Caitlyn Jenner for Snatch Game, but producers didn't want her to be playing a trans person. Evie Oddly and Madame LaQueer both have one paired win, and they earned it on episode 2 of their respective seasons. Brooklyn Heights received critiques on every episode she competed in. Season 12. Sherry Pie had another verse in the Madonna Rusical, but it was edited out, just like the rest of her existence. Dahlia Sin appeared in as many episodes on season 12 as Bob the Drag Queen did on season 8. Gigi Good has the most amount of challenges and mini challenge wins from any RuPaul's Drag Race franchise. Sherry Pie and Gigi Good were rumored to have been the main storyline of the season. Gigi Good and Sherry Pie were either the top 2 or were high for the first 7 episodes they competed in. There's an alternate ending where Jackie Cox wins the lip sync against Crystal Method and makes top 4. Gigi Good was almost disqualified in the finale for breaking the rules. Production instructed the queens to film their original videos in their home, but Gigi filmed her original video at a studio, so she had to refilm it. All Stars 5. Blair St. Clair gets into a heated argument with Miss Cracker, but it's edited out of the season. Derek Barry's 2 best impressions were edited out to make her performance look even worse. Jujubee is the only queen to make it to the finale 4 times. Season 13. Simone falls during her discomentary performance. Denali had prepared a choreography for every lip sync song except Shackles. Tamisha Iman was cast on season 12, but had to drop out after getting diagnosed with cancer. It's speculated that she was then replaced with Jada Essence Hall, who was an alternate for the season, plus being a last-minute addition. Gottmik's audition tape had her lip syncing to the same song that producers would then choose for her lip sync against Utica on the premiere episode. Joey J is the first gay contestant. Candy Muse and Kitty Scott Claus are the only queens to have over 100 confessionals in a single season. Jinx Monsoon and Simone were the same age when they won Drag Race. Season 14. Daya Betty once played Shrek in Shrek the Musical. Cornbread is the first queen to get disqualified due to an injury and not be able to film her elimination on the main stage. All-Star 7. The Vivienne was the first queen from an international franchise to compete in the main All-Star series of the United States. RuPaul considered Roger's laser look runway to be one of the best things to have ever been showcased in the main stage. Season 15. Sugar and Spice were the first twins to compete on Drag Race. Mistress Isabel Brooks offered her makeover partner $3,000 in front of RuPaul if she agreed to shave off her eyebrows for the challenge. Mistress also stole so many items from set that they had to give her a whole new suitcase by the time she was done filming. Jujubee has now competed on over 30 different seasons, thanks to the help of Set Her Aside on Twitter, who goes out of their way to make sure that Jujubee has a promo for every new season of Drag Race that comes along. She even did one for Dragula's newest season, so go give Set a follow. All Stars 8. Production tried to switch the final 2 lip sync song to Milkshakes by Khalees, but Candy Muse threw a giant fit, threatening to walk out and quit. So production gave in and went with the original song. Mrs. Kasha Davis did not expect Jessica Wilde to eliminate her on episode 3, because just the week prior, after she had been helping Jessica with her acting in the challenge. The drama between Jimbo, Candy, Heidi, and Alexis lasted for over an hour before Heidi inevitably left the set for good. All of the eliminated queens were filmed winning the Fame Games. At the time, most of the queens thought that Jessica Wilde would end up winning since she had the longest speech. According to Alexis Michelle, the cast didn't know what the format of the season would be, and they were hoping the production was going to continue with the non-elimination format of All-Star 7. After Lala Ree was eliminated, she received a standing ovation from production, who apparently wasn't expecting to see her leave. Gahana Montrese spent $40,000 on her runway package for the competition. Mrs. Kasha Davis owns 2 Teslas. The queens competing are not allowed to speak to the lip sync assassin at all during filming. Season 16. The 3 finalists worked closely with production to make sure they all had creative input on what song they would perform to for the finale. Safira Cristal auditioned a total of 11 times before getting cast on Drag Race. Season 14 and Season 16 are the only double-digit seasons of RuPaul's Drag Race to not have won Best Outstanding Reality competition at the Emmys. Originally, Maya Iman LePage wasn't gonna audition for Season 16, but ended up caving in after Malaysia Baby Doll Fox urged her to do it. Here's some miscellaneous facts. Drag Race Spain is the first franchise to have their own All-Stars to feature only queens from their franchise, as opposed to the Versus the Worlds from Canada and the UK. UK Season 2, Taste was in 5 out of 10 lip syncs on her season. Joe Black and Bimini Bamboo Lash only lip synced to songs by male artists. UK Season 3, Theresa May and River Medway ended up with identical track records. Charity Case is Raj's drag daughter. What's your favorite fact about Drag Race? And which ones do you know about that didn't make the video? Let me know in the comments. Also, if you liked this video, make sure to check out my RuPaul's Drag Race Best Fake Spoilers, which will be linked in the description. I want to take a moment to thank my patrons. In the Elite Pink Squad, we have Matthew Burns, Gay Uncles, Sari Tish, Natasha DeLeon, Las Potitas, and Cool Gal Nan. And in the Green Squad, we have Cayman Rider Furry, Edgar Allan Pup, The Only Sean, IJS, Not a Punch, but a Key, Jack Beck, Captain Chaos, Bashir with the good beard, Galeria Gomez, Dea, Sarah G, Scarlet Rose, Boiled Peanut, Kimberly Marin, Max Whale, and Olivia Marr. If you want to see your name on the screen, you can support me on Patreon. The link will be in the description. Thank you so much for watching this video. Get ready for a brand new set of uploads that will be released. Within the next 2 weeks. And please comment below what other types of videos you'd like to see me make next. I'll see you guys next time.